Hey up, got this. This is an interesting one. Silver candlestick with a pan figure. The drip pan's got a socket for a light bulb. The owner wants that taken out and it being restored back to its original purpose to hold a candle. I think that's a good idea because it looks pretty garish with that stupid thing on top. It's got some holes in it that just want filling up. I think it's European, possibly. I don't see any hallmark on it yet. Not found one. Silver looks a little bit grayer. Yeah, well, I found the assay. It's there. It is 800 silver, so it's European. So that basically means there's 800 parts silver, 80%, which is pretty much enameling solder. So when we're repairing any holes and stuff like that, we'll have to use the low melting point solders to avoid any damage to the piece, because it's made out of enameling solder apparently. Yeah, that's European silver for you. So, yep, like I said, I'm gonna have to use low melting point solders for this. Just to double check, let's get the chart, have a look at them. All right. So, enameling is 80%, so that's 800 parts. That is what this is made of. So we can't use that. I'd be tempted not to use hard just for repairing. There's no need to put that much heat onto the metal for a repair, especially on old silver, because you're just going to damage the metal. So I probably wouldn't use hard for that, even though it says here hard. This is Thesco silver brazing alloys chart, so that's 67%, 670 parts. Silver for hard solder, medium's higher, medium 740 parts. That's funny, isn't it? But it's alloyed with different stuff to make it low melting point as opposed to hard. Funny. So probably not going to use medium. Let's see. Okay, so that's, I won't use medium then, because I know that medium's 74% and it's probably close to the melting point of this metal. So I ain't going to use that. Bloody hell, what can you use with Europeans? What solders do they use in Europe? Okay, easy, 67%, H7E, that's the code for it, easy. Could use that, I suppose. Extra easy, 67% as well. Okay, well. So I'd probably, doing any work on this, I'd probably only go up to easy solder at the highest, just to not risk damaging the metal, because I haven't done a lot of work on European silver, so I wouldn't want to melt it by accident or anything like that. That's it. So simple one today. Just crack on with this. So after taking the socket off, I've seen that it's got a thread. Come on, focus, you bastard. Seen that it's got a thread there where it's screwed in. I thought that maybe it had been plugged in maybe the seat for the candle had been removed or plugged or something, and then that had been replacing it. But then I had a better look at it and noticed how narrow this actually is, and with your generic taper candlesticks, the diameter of them usually ranges from about 3/4 of an inch diameter to an inch. Making a new drip pan well for that type of taper candlestick, it's not going to fit for this, it's too narrow. If I was to make a new seating for the candlestick, it would just be silly, because it would have to be accommodating to fit that diameter fit in there. And then if they went to buy a taper candle, they'd have to melt it a lot to even fit it in the hole. So that just seems like a bit of a faff. So the owner just wants, instead, has suggested putting a spike in the top of it to seat the candle. So I think that's a better solution as well. It's less faffy, and then it'll allow for any type of candle that they want to put on there. Doing that, just turn a bit of bar into a little spike, and then I'll seat it in and solder it, and fill that. What I've got to check for is, because this is hollow, so I've got to check that there's sufficient air holes in. And I imagine that that's what these are for. I'm just a bit confused as to why they're so blatantly on the front and not on the back. But then again, that hole is an air hole as well. It seems a bit weird why there's those holes. I'm not really sure why, but it doesn't really matter. Mystery that I'm not going to lose sleep over. So just make sure that there's access for air to come out of there, this casting, either that way or this way, for when I essentially plug this hole up. So this is the undecided base, and there is a hole. See, quite narrow. So I'm gonna, obviously can't see that goes all the way up there. So I'm just gonna fit a piece of wire. Got some long bit of iron wire here, and just fit it in. See how far we get, and that's going all the way up his leg, right, and it's stopped at his armpit, I think. Just see, pull it out. So yeah, that went all the way up to his head. So I know that that's all hollow coming down to there. So those two holes there got free access of all the air there, so that's good. Don't need to worry about risk of it blowing up if I put too much heat on it or something like that, and sealing them holes up and whatnot. So that's good. Okay. You know what? I'm not faffing about with that. Not faffing about with that. Come on.